Okoloke in Yagba West local government. I correct it, please. Yagba is YA, not YE. Yagba West local government area of Kogi State, which took place in the early hours of today, Thursday, 15th May 2025. The House also note that the shocking event took place when suspected kidnappers stormed the palace of the referred second-class chief around 12 a.m., shooting sporadically into the air before whisking the traditional ruler away to an unknown location. A situation which has caused unprecedented tension in the communities as fears mount over his safety. We further note that Okoloke, which is a border town to Kwara State, is a very peaceful settlement that harbors both Hausas and Fulani settlers, and they have been living together in harmony until recently that criminal elements filter into the community to perpetuate this act. Aware that the security agencies are yet to release an official statement on the incident, however, local vigilante groups and concerned residents have begun combing the area in search of clues that will facilitate the release of the monarch. Concerned that this is yet another incident of kidnapping in the country with unclear motive, as no demand for ransom has been made yet. As such, urgent steps must be taken by the relevant security agencies to ensure the safe release of the monarch. And also concerned that this recent incident marks another distressing chapter in the rising spate of insecurity plaguing parts of Kogi State and other parts of the country. Hence the need for holistic review of the country's security architecture to name this ugly menace in the bud forthwith. Accordingly, resolve to urge the federal government to direct all the relevant security agencies in the country to, as a matter of urgency, deploy their security arsenals to secure the immediate release of the monarch from his abductors. And two, commend the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces for giving directives to the National Security Advisor to establish forest guards across the country to curb the rising spate of insecurity in the country, and to draw Mr. President's attention to the Nigerian Forest Security Service Establishment Bill 2025, recently passed by the National Assembly, awaiting presidential assent. This bill can be brought back to accommodate Mr. President's line of thought regarding the setting up of the proposed forest guard. I hereby move. Thank you.
The security agencies in the country, to, as a matter of urgency, deploy their security arsenals to secure the immediate release of the monarch from his abductors. Those in favor of this prayer, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Commend the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces for giving directives to the National Security Advisor to establish forest guards across the country to curb the rising spate of insecurity in the country and to draw Mr. President's attention to the Nigerian Forest Security Service Establishment Bill 2025, recently passed by the National Assembly, awaiting presidential assent. This bill can be brought back to accommodate the President's line of thought regarding the setting up of the proposed forest guard. Those in favor of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Additional prayer.
Distinguished senators, senatorial districts. In fact, we share a large expanse of boundary and a large expanse of forest that run almost across the length and breadth of my senatorial districts. This incident is very, very disheartening, Your Excellency. I can recollect that in the past 4 weeks, this issue of banditry, kidnapping, at least I can mention 4 or 5 in that same proximity that has to deal with people of my senatorial district. And I would want to point out that in as much as possible that we can call the federal government to do a lot in issues of security, we must remember that in every locality there is local government. And there is security part of local government's responsibility. I will further want to call on each local government around that area to be up to their task. We are now in an era where local governments are almost autonomous. They are enjoying a lot of, by the courtesy of our president, they are enjoying a lot of freedom, a lot of resources. I want to call on each of these local governments to be up to their responsibility. Equally too, we have to call on the state government, the government of Kwara State, the government of Kogi State, to rise up to the occasion. This is very disheartening, and a lot of people are suffering from it. I stand to support entirely the resolutions of this motion. Thank you, Mr. President.
Now let's go to the prayer. Prayer 1.